when we approach a application problem, and I was in a meeting today where they were complaining that we don't do enough application problems. But you have to read the problem very carefully and analyze everything that it says. So it's not a casual reading, it's more of a detailed reading. So in this one, you were told an insecticide contains 65 centigrams of inert ingredient for every 1 centigram of active ingredient. If the quantity of the insecticide weighs 330 centigrams, how much of each type of ingredient does it contain? And then it asks for the number of centigrams of active ingredient. Okay, so first, analyze your situation. You've got 65 grams of inert ingredient for every 1 centigram of active and a total of 330. So let's try to put it like in a table to see it. So we've got active ingredients, inert ingredients, and total ingredients. So if I only have 1 centigram of the active ingredient, then I would have 65 of the inert ingredient, 1 times 65, for a total of 1 plus 65, 66 grams. Okay, if I have 2 centigrams, then that's twice as much. So I'll have 2 times 65, or 130 centigrams of the inert ingredient, and a total of 2 plus 130, 132 of the total ingredients. All right, one more. If I have 3, well, it's 3 times as much. So if I got 3 active, I'll have 3 times 65, or 195 of the inert, for a total of 198. 3 plus 195. Okay, now let's go to the, well, we don't know how much active we've got. So we'll put in the variable x. So x is representing how much of the active ingredient. Well, if we have x active, then the inert has to be x times 65, or 65x. So now my total ingredients, add your first and second columns again, x plus 65x, and we're told that it is a total of 330. Okay, now let's solve that equation. If we have x plus 65x equal 330, add your like terms, so x plus 65x will give you 66x. Divide both sides by 66, and x is 5. All right, let's interpret what that means. We've got 5 grams of the active ingredient. Then we've got 5 times 65, 225 grams of the inert ingredient. And if you're double checking, that means I've got 5 plus 325 for my 330 total ingredient.